beginning. Oh, and we also got to worry about Revenge of Diablomon.
First evolution, Kazuma.
Okay, so turns out I was wrong on the title of on the Star Wars themed title for Revenge of Diaboromon in the Japanese version. It's Diablomon Strikes Back, so it's a reference to Empire Strikes Back.
So they updated it for the modern thing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
You know,
Welcome back to the Mehvies.
You know, I was expecting Cheetle and Ned at this point. But what else did you do to this thing?
I actually didn't do a whole lot. I put this together in about 5 minutes because I forgot that I needed to.
Isn't that Ho-Oh still near the tower?
Yes.
Why did you put Ho-Oh near that thing?
As a reference to my Pokemon Crystal Let's Play.
Ah, okay. Well,
with
anyway.
The constant jokes about 9/11.
Anyway, so are we all set and ready to go?
Yes.
All right.
For the greatest fantasy action film of all time.
In 3, 2, 1.
So, interestingly enough, there is one scene in the extended version that is not biblically accurate to the book version of this. And Alex, you already know which scene I'm talking about.
Which one? There are a couple.
A very important one that that ends up not being biblically accurate.
Okay.
You'll see.
There's at least 2.
Oh, I'm sure. Hey, look.
It's Smeagol, a.k.a. Young Andy Serkis.
Yep.
Somehow Andy Serkis looked old even back then.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Buddy. Yeah. It's like when you go back and you see young Patrick Stewart, and it's like, yeah, there's less years on him, but he still looks mostly like he does. This is the only time we see Andy Serkis without the CGI over him in this movie, on this series.
What kind of fish had to have that much power?
Yes.
Well, you know, they are hobbits.
A salmon?
They're hobbits.
I get they're hobbits, but they should have enough muscle to pull that thing in.
This is, I have to say, for a film that was before they invented the underwater blue screen, that's not a bad composite effect.
No.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers would then go on to invent the underwater blue screen for Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Yep. Really effective use of visual effects there, although they did almost drown Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe, you'd be like, no, Daniel, you must almost drown. But I drowned! Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright.
Eagle. Uh-oh.
I have to ponder what their lives would have been like had Deagle not found the ring.
Better?
Probably very similar to Merry and Pippin's.
Your love?
Oh.
So, were you two having a fling or something?
No, that's his cousin. Granted, it has been led to a lot of odd speculation on behalf of what I won't call Lord of the Rings fans.
And now we get one of the more
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable and very brutal scenes in in this trilogy. Like,
Shows the kinds of
Holy-
madness that can be created through the ring.
Yeah.
And this scene was
Yes.
actually in Fellowship originally.
oh god, you hear the heartbeat. It's sound.
Ugh.
I don't know why I gaslit myself into believing he crushed him with the rock.
Ugh. It's like, that's a painful way to die, too. It was like just the hands crushing your trachea like that. And it's like he's technically still alive. He's just suffocating inside his own body.
Yeah. So going back to that one Lord of the Rings Narnia fic, like there was a point in when Frodo and Sam are on their journey, he and Lucy happens to be tagging along with them. And so there's a point where Lucy ends up taking a hold of the ring, but the ring's influence doesn't affect her due to how incorruptibly pure she is. God, this is
Jeez.
unsettling.
That's
this
some-
is
That's some good
uncomfortable.
effects work right there.
Yep.
Hey, the frame dropping technique only works when you use it occasionally. This is why Peter Jackson doesn't use it all the fucking time, guys.
Oh god.
Ugh.
Uh,
Can you tell Peter Jackson used to be a horror director?
yes.
Yes, I can.
This is part of the reason why it was so neat to see horror directors being like the heavy hitters in Hollywood.
James Wan.
Sam Raimi,
Sam.
Who's
Peter
the guy that
Jackson.
directed Shazam?
David F.
forget his name.
Sandberg.
That's
Yeah,
it.
David Sandberg. Or
Well,
he was.
David
Mike
Sandberg
Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan, yeah. Sandberg needs to go back to horror because that last Shazam movie was atrocious.
Yes, it was.
It really
the first one
was.
was good,
I will not
but
call
the
that
second one was
Captain.
terrible.
I will not call that Captain Marvel except to say, hey, Captain Marvel and the Wrath of the Titans.
I don't know. I don't know. It's Shazam and the Furry of the Titans. They were into really they were into some
I would
really
not-
weird stuff.
I would not kick furry Lucy Liu out of bed.
You know, I the parallel here is that imagine if Frodo and Sam were in that scenario with Deagle and Smeagol.
Well, yeah. The implication in the book was that Smeagol and Deagle were sort of mentally challenged already. Like they weren't exactly your average hobbit. They were
Yeah,
a couple of
They were.
unusual fellows, you know.
except we know and we've established that the ring's temptation wouldn't work on Sam because he's incorruptible, but he would but if you put Frodo in place of Smeagol, then Frodo would absolutely do what Smeagol did to Deagle.
Eventually, yes. It wouldn't take hold nearly as quickly.
No.
Because Smeagol and Deagle were already weak-minded. Selfish and weak-minded, so to speak.
One sec, gents. I'll be right back.
All right.
Right. The lambish bread. really like that. Sam was willing to take one for the team.
Yep. Forever optimistic, Samwise Gamgee. Believe those... Actually, I don't know what those are. Never mind. I was gonna say, I think some of those are crepe myrtles. Some of them look like weeping willows. Whatever it is, most of those trees are out of season. They clearly shot this, like, fallish, winterish. And I don't care if all this stuff is... Because, you know, some of the stuff is shot on location, some of the stuff is shot on sets. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
The way you, like, you position things and you see it's like, oh, we can use that tree branch and we focus past it towards them. It looks so cool when you shoot on an actual set with actual backgrounds and actual foreground objects, you know?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Now we're in what would be considered the biblically inaccurate.
Oh, you were
Let's
talking
see.
about this one. I thought you were talking about the one of the other three.
No.
Okay.
Because the thing is that...
This got Peter Jackson into a boatload of trouble with Christopher Lee, too, because...
Yeah.
Chris...
Well, his death
Yeah.
scene was cut out of the film, and it kind of turns
Yep.
into a massive plot hole in the theatrical edition, which is why I don't consider the theatrical edition to be worth a good goddamn.
But the
Yeah.
thing is that the reason why I say it's biblically inaccurate is because Saruman survives beyond
Yes.
on Sauron.
Yes, they're
And then
the
gets into
scouring
a
of the
whole-
Shire, yeah.
Yeah, and gets into a whole big scuffle with the Shire. There we go. Oh, not yet.
I love how Treebeard calls him young Master Gandalf. I
mean-
Treebeard might actually be the only one here older than him.
Yes.
Yep. Here we go.
You expect me to talk, Mr. Gandalf?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
now,
yeah.
Saruman,
Oh,
I expect you to die.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
oh, oh.
All right, that's enough of that.
Sorry. You heard the man.
It's white aim now.
That is...
How does anyone get to the top of that tower?
What?
You walk.
I cannot hear you from down there.
Get your ass down here so we can talk.
Get your ass...
Up the plant.
Missing my Gandalf voice.
And this is why I'm providing it.
Excuse me.
Maybe. But
Says
hey,
you. I'm right here.
Standing right here.
who do you think he is? Netherrealm Raiden?
Gandalf literally jumped into a pit after the fucking Balrog.
Funny, the book says otherwise.
Legolas actually goes to do it. Get down here, you white-head and pointy-toothed son of a bitch!
Oh.
I'll see what my axe has to say about all your words.
Because I say so.
No, literally, I say so.
Oh, hey, Grima. Not the one from Fire Emblem.
Hey, man, that's my king you're talking about.
And in the that same fic, they Peter Edmund made the comment that Saruman and Jadis would get along famously, so hence they love to hear this, or they hear themselves talk. Oh, and here it comes.
Ooh.
And famously, Christopher Lee had to tell Peter Jackson that when this scene was shot, that is not how a stabbing in the back would be done.
Yeah, and the exact words he had for him were, Peter, do you know what a man sounds like when he's been stabbed in the back? Because I do. Because he'd done it. Yeah, he was a Nazi hunter, and he did like, he's one of the guys James Bond was based on.
Yeah, he's one of the influences. And
if anybody would know how a man sounds when he, yep, there's the Palantir. How a man sounds when he's stabbed in the back and killed almost instantly.
So, I believe originally Peter wanted Christopher Lee to make a sound.
Yes, he wanted him to scream.
Yeah, like.
Gandalf wraps it up in his robes so as not to actually touch it.
Smart man.
Unfortunately, the enemy now knows everything that Pippin knows. Fortunately for us, Pippin doesn't know jack shit.
Wait, I feel like that's an insult.
It is, Pippin.
It was.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because I don't like you. Has that not been established? even when I was Gandalf the Grey.
Or perhaps he is Gandalf the Gay.
I'll return to you now. At the opening of the closet.
So, to recap, we lost a lot of people. Our guy who could have told us things is dead, and Frodo
Chucky
and
killed
Sam
him.
are. Yep, Chucky killed him, and Frodo and Sam are still not at Mordor yet. Oh no. My headcanon is because elves have a natural wine palate, they are essentially immune to ale.
Yes, that is actually canon. Elvish wine can knock a dwarf under the table.
Imagine if
That's
imagine
true in
if that,
D&D as well.
Imagine if that same wine was offered to Wolverine or Captain America.
Now imagine if that same wine was offered to an alive Stan Lee.
Excelsior! There's a reason why Thor said this wasn't meant for mortal men.
Although, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that would have the only chance of getting Wolverine or Captain America drunk, because Captain America can't get drunk.
Yeah, Cap's super soldier serum causes his body to not process alcohol the way other human beings do, and Wolverine's healing factor means that he can't get drunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without immensely lethal quantities of alcohol.
And Thor, meanwhile, is just Thor.
Superman and Wolverine are very much the same, except that there is no way without, like, red kryptonite, Superman could get drunk. They actually had a joke about that in Superman Returns.
Yep.
I think Doug ended up using this scene to try to illustrate how quote-unquote dumb Gimli is gotten.
That's like tingling.
I've gone cross-eyed.
Oh dear, I've gone cross-eyed.
I don't think I would have been able to keep a straight face with that.
No.
Props to Orlando Bloom. That's a really funny joke, and just being able to stand there is like that.
I love how you can see Gandalf the Grey is still in there.
Yep.
Hey, Sonic.
I'm sorry I'm late.
So live, we saw the biblically inaccurate death scene of Saruman.
Yes, you missed no more than they did in the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
Oh, joy.
So yeah, unfortunately the theatrical cut ended up being more canon in that regard, because Saruman does survive beyond on Sauron in the books.
Yep. So that means that the extended cut is basically just a what-if universe.
A what-if universe where somebody had the
means,
wise idea to kill Saruman.
You know what that means, though?
What?
Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings and the Rings of Power can't connect.
Yep.
Even though they try.
But they can't.
Well, I mean, there's other reasons. The Rings of Power can't even connect to the fucking books. I have resolved to stop talking about that show. And
you resolved to stop talking about made-up fan fiction?
And yet, I keep talking about it. It's like every now and again, whenever I'm playing Halo, I have to ring up as like, hey, why is Master Chief clothed in this scene?
Wait, you mean to tell me there are scenes where he's naked?
There are many
Yes.
scenes in that show where he's naked.
All the time.
How naked are we talking?
Okay,
Fourth take.
so
Okay, Bender summarized it best.
Master Chief lays pipe and makes Cortana watch.
What the fuck?
Why?
Yeah, that's an actual thing that happened in that stupid show.
So,
It makes me
Shelob.
I mean, everybody needs to eat.
She likes some sweet hobbit.
Oi, I heard you talking about meat and bones. You're not thinking about fucking, are you?
Right, I meant to
Excuse me?
refer to us in the third person.
I love my new mic, the one that I got here, but I miss my mute button. Because I used to be able to just, like whenever I did that, I'd be able to push the mute button, but... I need to see if they have like a plug-in kill switch that plugs in between XLR mics.
I don't know what deserves a better performance. Miko pretending that it was Sam who did it, or the fact that Frodo is stupid enough to buy this.
At the same time, like, he does have a point. They don't have a way forward without him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe it was this scene where it was either I think it was Elijah Wood asked Peter Jackson where the light was supposed to be coming from here, and he said the same place the music is coming from, which is, not a bad attitude, because at the very least we can now see everything. Like, even if it doesn't make sense entirely diegetically, I prefer a bit of requiring a bit of suspension of disbelief to not being able to see a goddamn thing. Or shooting day for night.
Yeah.
Granted, you can do good day for night. It's actually not super difficult. You can do it in, I think there's an auto day for night color correction in Premiere, just as long as you have, like, the right, settings on your camera before you do it. But, excuse me.
I forget where that
I must protect our
snoring
feet
noise is
Quentin
from.
Tarantino.
It's clobbering time.
Here's the thing.
I dreamt of.
And upon it you were
Great.
riding a sweet surfboard, hanging 10.
I dreamed that you played Geralt of Rivia.
I dreamed that we had a Witcher show that actually followed canon after, and didn't lose its lead.
Who was a big fan of the books.
and that the crew didn't constantly bitch him out for trying to make things like the books.
I dreamed that there was a Witcher show with Liam Hemsworth. Oh, no.
Okay, that dream was sadly reality.
Oh, no.
Well,
Put me back in the coma.
Well, I mean, it may be a reality. We don't know.
They have not released a
Supposedly it's
single
finished
trailer.
filming. Yeah, but they, yeah, like you said.
Yeah, they haven't put it out. They didn't even show it off at Netflix's convention. Is that blue screen or is that on set?
The answer
That's
is yes.
I think that it's either a composite or rear projection.
It looks like it's rear because I can
'Cause there's-
tell by the way the background sticks out.
Yeah, there's some contrast issues, I think.
Yeah, look at Legolas's hood,
This isn't the
and then
4K.
look at the background.
Yeah, this isn't the 4K version. And the 4K version changed some of the
Oh gee. That's creepy.
sleep with both eyes open.
And what are you doing? Don't be a retard.
How did the crew not laugh? Sure. Indiana Jones Pippin is. Pippin, you son of a bitch.
I'm in.
Pippin, this isn't going to make Master Gandalf like you. I will make him like me, Mary. God dang it.
Ooh. Damn that green screen.
My hands are on fire! Oh God!
In
I didn't
slow
know
motion.
how painful it would be.
If only I could throw this ball away.
Oh!
You think Gandalf's just laying there? Oh, never mind.
I guess he was laying there for a while.
I was gonna say, do you think he's just
Ah!
ignoring this?
Ah!
Oh no, you don't.
Oh, yourself
Hey.
next time and rid us of your stupidity. But I wasn't going to fall off a cliff this time.
I meant into the bowl.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're a
Pippin, I
fern,
just
Jack.
remembered. Pippin, I just remembered why in my past life I hated you. Well,
God damn.
Peregrine Took. I just wish to remind you that I do not like you.
and I never did.
Cult of personality.
Wow, that must be the most polite way someone has ever said, I hate you.
I mean, in his previous life, he told Pippin to go kill himself.
In a polite way?
You should kill
No.
yourself now.
In
Damn.
Minecraft? I don't play Minecraft.
What
don't
is
even know
what is
Minecraft?
Minecraft, Master Gandalf?
At least you have a life outside of the internet.
I will
Master
give
Internet?
Gandalf, what's the internet?
Master Gandalf. Master Gandalf, what is a chicken jockey?
What is Skippity?
Took.
Who's Jack Black?
No. Oh, let's be for real here. Pippin would totally find Skibbity on accident and then ask Gandalf about it. Come on,
Probably.
let's be for real here, guys.
I hate that word so much.
That was probably the nicest thing Gandalf ever said about Pippin in this whole trilogy.
Honest. Well,
He called him an
I guess-
honest fool.
Well, I guess a broken clock can be right every once in a while.
Except in Gandalf's case, it's right every single time.
Yeah. That's why he's Gandalf the White.
Oh, we're having this argument.
Every time I go back to these films, I'm always just so impressed at how good the camera work is. The blocking, the cinematography. How everything fits together, how everything looks good. The shadows, the lighting. I'm not throwing shade at anything that we talked about yesterday, no sir.
Sounds like you are.
I am.
See, I could see past the sarcasm. Mary? Why does it have to just be me?
Why did you use that as the metric?
Because
Yes, and lots of crack cocaine.
and something
Don't
I've
forget the
discovered
Mary
called
Jane.
and something I've discovered called methamphetamines.
Specifically the crystal variety.
Every shot is placed with purpose.
Just imagine. Just imagine Pippin
the cut
takes
to the
in,
horse is like the horse is like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna run.
So I just imagine that if Pippin takes in any a semblance of crystal meth, he'll do what Peter Griffin ended up doing when he tried some.
Crack.
His
crack.
his
crack.
his
crack,
eyes just go
crack,
complete.
Crack. Peter,
His
what
eyes just
the
go
fuck.
No. Here's the thing. And so when Peter took crystal meth, he ended up his eyes just bulged right out to the point where they were just so where it was wide open, and his hair just stuck out. Pointed as though he were like a Saiyan's hair. He's like, all I know is that the guys who made it are dead. Why is there no hole in this wall? Meanwhile, with the elves... Or, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away. Sorry, I have to keep quoting Martin's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged whenever we get to a transition.
The Seraphites from The Last of Us are clearly inspired by the elves. Just by the way they
figure.
No, by the way they dress and the way they
Oh dear.
They walk.
Arwen's having a vision again. Vision of what she presumes is her and Aragorn's kid. Hey, they may not last as long as you do, Arwen, but...
Imagine an entire line of half elf, half,
human?
No, I would... Fuck, what's...
I think there's a word for that.
The line of, Numenor. Half elf, half Numenorians.
It's as though this vision is telling her you need to go back.
Yeah, I have to go back.
Go back.
Go back, please. Don't pull Mary Jane on us.
there is just so much weight in a lot of these moments, even the little moments here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then I won't go.
That guy looks like Eli Roth.
Did he?
A little bit, yeah.
Wow, she made it to Rivendell quite quickly. Methinks they haven't been, and they haven't gone too far.
Remember, Father, there is no fate but what we make.
What is this, Terminator?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Jaws versus
Hey.
Terminator.
A Dark Fate was such a massive L. They aren't going to end up making another one.
Not until the animated series.
No.
I'm
I keep
surprised that
forgetting
there,
the animated
I'm
series.
surprised that there wasn't like a Terminator 2 Saturday morning cartoon, you know?
Yeah, there should have been.
I mean, there was one for RoboCop, so
Like
yeah.
where they,
Sauron.
There were two.
yeah,
There were two.
Yeah,
yeah,
there were two.
uh-huh.
Damn.
There was also a, Rambo cartoon.
There was a Rambo cartoon.
There was a
And
Chuck
how many
Norris
people-
karate. There was a Chuck Norris Karate Commandos cartoon.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Slow motion.
Written and directed by...
You know, we are in. You know the joke.
Yep.
Somebody's just joining.
Yeah,
us
we-
like, what's the joke? Go watch the other videos. There's 194 of them.
Go watch the lore, people. You need to know it.
We have a backlog. Go check it out.
Yes.
Life of the Eldar is leaving, but I thought the Life of the Eldar was all around us.
Well, that's bullshit.
The Rings of Power lied to me.
You know what they say, Alex? Cookies need love, like everything does. That's not how you reforge a weapon.
No.
No.
Man-at-Arms
No, but
went
what-
over this.
Yes.
And
literally
suddenly
look
every
up there-
blacksmith.
Look up their video on this blade, and you will see that this is not at all how you reforge a weapon like this.
No.
Every blacksmith is suddenly having an aneurysm right now.
Granted,
It's
it
like-
is magic, so
Yeah, they can suspend their disbelief over that it's magic, but it's
Still
just
didn't change the fact.
Gandalf. There's Minas Tirith.
Yep. I remember writing to this. I remember writing to Minas Tirith in the Lego video game, which, again, by the way, please play the Lego Lord of the Rings game. It's fantastic.
Oh,
I wish that they did, like, not necessarily more, but better Lego games, you know? Well, like if
I
they...
imagine riding through this city must be.
I mean,
a
there is that new
nightmare.
Lego game coming out that actually looks quite unique and isn't just, hey, it's this series, but Lego.
It's this thing in the standard Lego. Well, the Skywalker saga was a good example of like, here's, a Lego game, but it is a game first and Lego second, and like, it's not a great representation of Star Wars, but it's still a better game than all of the other Lego Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget what was the last Lego game. I'm thinking
The
about
Lego
it.
Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, Skywalker Saga.
Right. I keep thinking that was like I thought that was like a re-release, but no, it was a legit new game. I guess my brain was just having a brain fart that day.
Who may or may not be the voice of Scarecrow in one Arkham Knight.
Scarecrow and Arkham Knight. Man, you were kind of disappointed. Just like the entire game itself.
Actually, it's better if you don't speak at all. Gandalf. If I didn't know better,
really
I'd
think
swear
that-
you didn't like me. You do know better.
I'm slowly warming up to you.
I can tolerate you. I don't want to punch you in the face. Yet.
Not anymore.
For now.
Now, if I was still Gandalf the Grey, I would kill you.
I would spin kick roundhouse kick you in the jaw.
I would kill you to the tune of Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I am going... Scene... No, it would have been more, more Sexy Boy by Shawn Michaels.
Why that?
Because it would be hilarious to see Gandalf pull off a side kick to the jaw.
Hi, John Noble.
Well, you see, he got shot in the chest by several orcs.
Well, they were Uruk-hai, but yeah.
He went out like a fucking hero.
Of course, it would be the Uruk-hai.
God fucking damn it, I told you to keep quiet.
But the funny
Never
thing
mind,
is,
I'm back to hating you.
My lord, allow me to get my finest roll of duct tape as to secure Peregrine
Lord.
Took's mouth.
and the rest of him.
My lord. Stormtrooper.
Lord,
My lord.
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Go
My
fuck
lord.
yourself. Go fuck yourself.
My lord.
Go fuck
Lady.
yourself. Sorry, that was just a funny scene from that
Robot chicken.
from that Robot Chicken sketch. Bitch, I'm older than you.
I'm literally 1,000 years older than you.
Uh. Uh.
Pippin, I take it back. You are no longer an... Oh. Well, thank you, Master Gandalf. I still don't like you. Okay, this dude's lost it. What do we do?
We kill him.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, I have to warm up my music and my kicking leg. Can we do my stretches? Should have taken my collagen supplements this morning. 2,000 years is a long time on the hips. This is why you don't make white buildings
Yeah.
My dad forever wishes that he'd made the house out of brick, so that he wouldn't, so that we wouldn't have to deal with pressure washing the outside of the white siding.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have to wonder if the people behind Studio 4 Degrees C's adaptation of the Golden Age arc took some inspiration from um Minas Tirith for the design of Doldry.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably.
Like, obviously there's the manga, but I'm saying like the way that Doldry was structured.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Oof.
Though, Alex, what would you say to a fellowship that also added the likes of Guts, Griffith, Casca, Pippin, and the Berserk one, the big bulky man, and Judo and Corcus?
So obviously Pippin and Pippin are going to become the best friends. Everybody is going to take Griffith out back and beat him to death. To not to the sounds of any kind of pleasant song. We're going to queue up some Dark Throne, possibly.
No. We're gonna queue up Stuck in the Middle.
Yeah, we
I
could
was
do
thinking
that.
more of that Kill Bill song. You're the one with whistling. I don't know what it's called.
Are you talking about? Oh, yeah. No, never mind. And of course, you could also go with
This is Griffith pre-betrayal, by the way.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to be marching to Mordor, with the ring clasped firmly around his neck, and his body duct taped and wrapped as tightly as possible. We're going to be feeding him only enough to keep him alive, long enough for him to feel the burning pain and of his flesh leaving his bones after we toss him into Mount Doom.
Damn.
Oh my god.
And then someone has to say Griffith did do nothing wrong.
Okay, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
What if at some point in this story, specifically during the Two Towers segment, that Griffith decides, after realizing what the temptation for power would do to a person, i.e. Gollum.
Okay, so
as
he
well
dies.
as...
He dies. He dies sacrificing his life to save Boromir.
You really, really don't let... You really... Look, let me finish, okay?
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Okay. And after seeing a vision from the God Hand and realizing what it means to sacrifice his flesh and blood, he decides that his dream for a kingdom is much more valuable than the means to get it, quote unquote.
What do you mean it's really the friends that I made along the way, what kind of bull crap?
No, as in the means to get it being using Balin to sacrifice his friends. For ultimate power.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to be out in the front lines. So if he tells you to go kick some ass, you are expected to go and kick some fucking ass. If you are told to kick me in the dick, well, you're going to have to spread my legs out.
At your own peril, peregrine took.
Yes, and I am obligated to knee you in the groin as well.
Though I may have to stoop to do so.
Would you promise to be gentle?
No.
No.
Weirdly enough, I wasn't expecting yes.
I'd be
a bit
weird
too
someone if they
quiet.
said yes.
Oh wait, I almost forgot that Rickard would be part of this hypothetical group.
Oh yeah, him.
Bowl cut kid.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I forget about him. He
okay,
died,
now,
right?
Alex, what if Rickard is one of the only surviving members of the Band of the Hawk?
You know, honestly, I keep forgetting about him. All right.
Yeah, he was the one who wasn't in the eclipse. Yeah.
Yeah.
The film version at least offers the explanation of him trying to find a way to get the group out, whereas as the manga explains that the Skull Knight saved him from the raid
Excuse me.
done by the demons.
Yeah. Good old
basically
Skull Knight.
gigantic fucking elephants.
Don't we all love our skeleton knights? Not that one. Not that isekai guy.
Okay,
No, he's
now
a prick.
Alex, you've already expressed your massive hatred for Griffith. What about everybody else?
Oh, like I said, Pippin is going to be best friends with Pippin, obviously.
God.
Pippin!
Yeah.
Yes?
I imagine Judo would be good buddies with Legolas.
Probably,
Oh, by the
probably.
way, I saw the trailer for the remake of Fist of the North Star.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
The
not
3D
good.
animated thing?
The 3D low frame rate animated thing. Yes, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's,
I
3D,
forgot.
it's the classic 3D animation with a two frames per second.
Ruby got this right a long fucking time ago. And
that
they
was
did
because
it
of
for
Monty
free.
Ohm.
Well, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about like in terms of uncapping the fucking frame rate.
Yeah, no, like it's
Then they had to cap the frame rate.
it's bad choppy. Like it's legit. It's up there. It's up there with Berserk.
Man, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, Berserk 2016, 2017.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yes.
abomination to mankind.
So, anyway. Anyway, Alex, what about Guts, Casca, Corkut, and Rickard?
Guts. See, Guts and so it's definitely Guts and Aragorn, and then probably Casca and Legolas, and then I don't know who's left over for Gimli.
Gimli can have
no.
Corcus.
Sure.
Tell me why.
So, essentially,
Tell me why this song is so out of tune, out of tune.
Look, man. Every time I hear, it's the first thing that comes to mind.
Really bothers me.
I remember you describing in detail the nightmares that you have about Tell Me Why by Pen Pals.
Tell me.
And that badly played guitar.
The fuck is
The
that?
fact I looked up the tabs and I just grabbed one of my guitars and I started playing. It's like yeah, no, it's if you've got it fucking tuned, it sounds fine.
Boom, 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 boom. Are you ready?
Are you
Are you
ready?
ready?
Transformation.
It sounds like
tension.
that beat
Get
from
ready.
Princess and the
Princess
Frog.
and the Frog. Still one of my favorite Disney animated movies.
Oh, there's the Nazgul.
Yeah.
Even if it does have its own issues.
Princess and the Frog that was the last 2D animated Disney film, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wait,
Oh,
no, it was
Was a Winnie the Pooh thing?
Yeah.
Well, it was the last feature
Yeah.
length. Because the Winnie the Pooh film was only, I think, 60 minutes.
Yes. But
Well, now that's the person.
they brought back somebody who used to work on the Disney 2D animated features to supposedly work on more 2D animated Disney features in the future. For whatever that's
Okay.
We blow.
Whoa, we blow. We blow.
Okay, that's it. All of you are cleaning toilets.
Oh.
Oh, that's
there
all
aren't
right.
any
We're the 12th
toilets.
toilet cleaning division of the York Army.
Well, that's why we have a dedicated thing for it.
But we don't have toilets. We have outhouses.
We don't have toilets. We just drop trowel and shit in the woods.
Well, that's disgusting.
But it's the best we have.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing that. The blood is. Who wants to play? Who wants to play Connect Four with good old Gandalf? I don't know, I don't know, Master Gandalf. Every time we win, you throw the whole game away.
I'm sorry, Gandalf. I'm more of a sorry player. How about we play a 50-hour game of Monopoly?
I'm going to throw you off this cliff, and you are going to fall onto a very painful, painful death.
He looks like he was enjoying that. Oh, you evil bastard.
Meanwhile,
you want me to sing, Master Gandalf? No,
No.
I do not want you to sing. What the fuck are you talking about? But Master Gandalf, I really think my singing could help.
No.
Arrogant took. I will fillet you alive. Just imagine that every time it's Pippin's turn on karaoke night, Gandalf just says, "No!"
sorry. Yeah, I think the extended version actually elaborates on this losing of the river.
I think so.
Because I don't believe this was in the theatrical version. Oh, fuck! Enemies here.
Got him.
I'm in a lot of pain right now. And I don't think this armor helped me in the slightest.
Is this armor made of tinfoil? I believe we should consider letting off nuclear weapons in the river. It's like a really makeshift version of the Normandy landings.
Yeah.
Wait until the last ones are leaving, then hit them from behind. Up, there's still more.
I swear I should have taken rock climbing lessons.
It's a nice gentle massage on the hobbit footsies, though.
These splinters I could do without. Don't mind me.
That... Is that a hobbit up on top of the pie?
Oh, wait a second. I should probably get off of this thing.
I think so. That is a stupid idea. Monty Python, the Lord of the Ring.
It would have been... It's a shame the Pythons were really old by this point. It would have been nice to get a Python parody of Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah. You think Gandalf would get past the troll bridge?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and better maybe rephrase that. The group. Who do you think would fail the troll bridge?
Pippin.
I don't know
Yeah.
that.
For CGI fire, that's actually fairly realistic in the way it's spreading based on how it was lit.
Yeah.
Which tells me that they actually did photography tests to make sure that it would look correct. Which is more than some people do.
Now I'm just reminded of the Family Guy sketch. Gerald T.
God, I still can't believe Family Guy's still going on to this day.
Yep, believe it.
I swear I'll be dead by the time Family Guy will be over.
Family Guy's still going! Believe it!
Fuck!
Man, the future
Fucking
sucks. Seriously. Seriously, just...
He's taking those steps 3 at a time.
With a gigantic
at least
middle
South
finger.
Park. At least South Park is still going.
South
I think
Park,
it's
Matt and Trey are really pissed off with Paramount and CBS right now. 'cause
Yeah, I
they're-
heard about that.
They're taking their
yeah.
sweet
Yeah.
time getting that merger deal dealt
Yeah.
with, and yeah.
Yeah. Hope they win it.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Because, you know, with all from that season 20, I guess, the 20, are we on 25?
I
Or
don't know.
26? Either
It'd
way.
just be a shame
yeah.
if South Park ends because of some corporate bullshit.
Yeah, that's how
Whoa.
it went out. Isn't that?
I mean,
ironic?
South Park doesn't really end. More like just starts and restarts whenever the creators feel like it.
Well, yeah, but like, well,
No, but that
if
imagine if that's
they've
how it ended.
yeah, that's the thing is like because Matt and Trey aren't gonna give up. They're gonna keep going until they're fucking dead. I think.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, it would suck if it did just, South Park ended permanently due to corporate stuff.
Mary.
But yeah. Big out, because right now, considering how the world is, South Park's got a lot of material to work with.
Mary, I like you more than Pippin.
They throw their dung at the army.
I'm surprised we don't do any South Park watch-alongs. Have you ever done one?
No. So back like 8, 6, 9, some long time ago, there was a thing called, I think it was called rab.it, known as Rabbit. And I used to watch like Simpsons episodes and South Park episodes with people on there, but
Yeah. I mean, I know there's like so much stuff that there's on the watch list right now, but like, I mean, at least bigger, longer and harder could have been
bigger,
once.
longer, and uncut.
Yeah.
Bigger, longer, and uncut guru. Meanwhile, again, this was something that the Golden Age arc films portrayed quite well, that battles can last a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even if that part in Battle of Doldry was biblically inaccurate, it did portray that Guts and Boscone have been fighting for quite a while. Oh dear. Now school? Ah! I'm surprised there weren't any Wilhelm screams.
Huh.
Run away! Run away!
Run away like bitches.
Trying to tactically retreat. Just like the wise Mr. Joestar.
Or the wise, brave Sir Robin.
Who bravely ran away.
Yeah. Brave Sir Robin ran away.
No! And I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Gadget.
Next
time.
Oh yeah, the Eagles could have totally fought the Nazgul.
Totally.
Out there it is.
Wilhelm!
There it is.
Another member of the Wilhelm family bites the dust.
We see two of them in Kill Bill as part of the Crazy 88. Ah, the light! It's blinding! It's blinding!
By the light.
The
Red
light,
up like
it
a deuce,
burns.
another runner in the night.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, useless idiot.
Yeah, but Boromir would also call you out for your bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, hell, that had Narnia, and Lord of the Rings fic I mentioned, Boromir does call him out on this, and then Denethor, or just outright, it says, "I don't have a son."
Damn. That's cold.
Yeah, and Denethor has a lot less of an excuse for a lot of the actions that he commits.
Mm.
Mm. You know it's bad when the worst person in the room has the point.
He doesn't really have a point, though. It's just he's using his son's death as an excuse.
Yeah.
Sup? I'm just a figment of your imagination.
You're going crazy. I am? You are.
Leave me.
Spider Hobbit, Spider Hobbit.
Whatever, Spider Hobbit can.
Yes, thank you, Gollum. I didn't know that. I definitely needed your encouragement.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
God dang it.
Please don't get that close to me. It makes me think you want to kiss me, and I don't
Me.
like the smell of your breath.
Miss do want to kiss you, master. Smell when you get there.
Yeah. No. God.
Like a Kit Kat bar.
I'm going to break you.
What's a
What?
Kit Kat bar?
What?
What is
Meanwhile,
that?
Stuart.
Oh. I don't know how to feel about this. Oh.
back when he actually liked me.
It's actually pretty funny.
Yes, it is.
You know he died trying to save me, right? No, I actually didn't know that. Yeah, he took a lot of arrows to the chest.
He was a great man till he took an arrow to the knee. And the chest. And the shoulder.
And the stomach. And the stomach.
And the heart. He took an arrow here, and there, and over there.
Please tell me he didn't take one to the dick. Oh no, they weren't that cruel.
No.
They were aiming for his other head.
Oh.
They were really bad shots.
But they were intended to make him suffer.
Kiss my ring. I said kiss it.
Practically
Give it
make
up.
love to it.
I shall now adopt you as my son, but you already have a son. No, I don't.
No, my only son is dead.
But I'm still here.
Oh, we're gonna. Oh, he's an asshole. Got it. Are those cherry tomatoes?
They're either cherry tomatoes or really red grapes. I don't like cherry tomatoes. They like to slip around on the plate.
Yeah.
God damn it, Father!
I doubt that. The Hobbit over here could probably be more useful than you. Oh, that's
Oh,
not very
sod
nice.
off.
I probably won't.
But yeah, Alex, if you ever or do get to playing Batman Arkham Knight, I listened to John Noble's voice as Scarecrow. It's really good.
I
really
shall.
It's the best performance in that whole video game.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Jonathan and Banks is.
I remember
You remember me bitching about it.
a little bit, yeah.
Oracle's
Right.
voice actress just gives up at the
Yeah,
end.
Ashley Green, aka the actress who played Alice in Twilight.
Kevin Conroy just sounds like he's barely giving a performance.
Yeah.
Well, he's under a different voice direction as opposed to the previous two games.
That's true.
Yeah.
Scott Porter was.
Scott Porter wasn't bad.
Yeah, he was all right as Dick Grayson.
Yeah, it was.
Oh wow,
What about the Arkham Knight? I forgot. Yeah, he was
What
fine.
about
Troy Baker was
Baker.
all right as Jason.
Yeah.
He was too whiny and bitchy though.
That's
And
Jason
I
in a
think that was
nutshell.
so.
I'm guessing you would have preferred Jensen Ackles.
Either
He was
Jensen
under the Red Hood,
or
right?
someone else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They could have gotten Jensen Ackles with the celebrity power that they were boasting.
I don't know why they didn't.
I don't know, laziness, or I don't know, cheap. We will never know. Could it be because they were cheap? Could it be because they're lazy?
You just threw away our food.
Dick.
Sam,
Took my own. Now we're gonna starve.
Gotta keep moving.
Moving.
You know, I end up finding out that Mark Hamill continues to be just the literal worst because he's spending his twilight years bitching and moaning about political bullshit.
Ugh.
That's all he can do.
Well, that's just unfortunate.
God, the righteous fury on his face there.
Yeah.
Those weren't on him earlier.
That's true. Mr. Frodo, he's literally wearing a shirt that says, "I did it." Oh, Sam, he always wears that.
You're a filthy liar.
You're a stupid liar. Oh,
You're a
Finally,
giant
we get-
poo-poo head.
finally, we get to see Sam throw hands.
Oh boy.
Sam should have been for the nuts. What did Gandalf tell you? Aw. Fuck off.
Oh, did you guys see that new key visual for the 1,000-Year Blood War Core 4?
Oh yeah, Ichigo's final form that they posted.
Oh yeah, that.
It looks great.
Yeah. Still impressed that Rebirth of Soul went ahead and, put his new form in.
Hey, the form's like nearly a decade old. I think we can.
Yeah, I know, but with most anime games, they usually try to stick to the anime. It's rare for them to
Look
go
in
ahead.
live stream commentary text chat if you want to see what it looks like.
No, I know what it looks like.
No, I'm
I've
saying
seen
to other people.
Oh, right then. Because I'm expecting, most anime games to just follow the anime solely and never deal with the manga.
Poor Sam.
The only time I think that they didn't do that was with Naruto.
I
Where they went ahead of it.
I see these fools are already headed off to their death.
Don't cry for the stupid or you'll cry all day.
So, Alex Bender, are you familiar with Gobasic Punk?
No.
I'll have to take a look at that video.
Somebody on Tumblr ended up making a weird shitposty misspelling of Jurassic Park, and then it ended up resulting in whatever the fuck that was.
So many people are getting on that. That's the point where somebody made. I mean, and her sexiness. Just imagine if the city just transformed into a giant woman, and then, oh god, oh, never mind. I'm not going further with this. I'm not going further. Alex, you remember Constantine City of Demons, right? Yeah, that's where I might have ended up going with that. John Constantine fucks the entire city of Los Angeles. No, this is not hyperbole. There is literally a spirit of the city that manifests itself into a woman and fucks John Constantine in the bathroom.
Man, these comic books are fucking weird.
Yeah. You want to know what the worst part is, Alex? I almost ended up imagining that giant and city a woman being in like the imagined bit from that one episode of Black Dynamite. The sea is the baddest bitch you're ever gonna see. Usually only at parties and gatherings.
And a mini team. Can I have some food first, Psalm?
No.
Oh.
That's a interesting way of describing your ears, but sure.
Ew.
I wonder what this trope would be called.
There's probably a description of it, but I'm not going to go looking for it on Lord of the Rings TV tropes because it's going to be full of everything.
Yep. He was very uncomfortable singing that.
Yeah.
And the bell tolls.
Ding, ding, ding.
Time marches on.
Oh, here comes the siege equipment. The siege towers.
We're going to need more planes to knock down those towers.
You know, every time I end up... God damn it. You know, every time I end up seeing those types of siege towers and stuff like this, and whenever I would rewatch stuff from Berserk, it's like, I feel like only the Golden Age arc trilogy uses siege towers, because I don't think I've seen them be used in the Berserk manga. That's a bit of an oddity, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Bender, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. It's an interesting.
Because you haven't read or seen Berserk?
I have seen parts of the original Berserk anime,
Excuse
but I
me?
never finished it.
Read the manga.
Okay.
Because the 97 anime ends on a cliffhanger and it's missing out on a number of things that causes quite a few plot holes.
Yeah, so the 97 anime, the 97 anime is kind of like the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
The movies are kind of like, also the Harry Potter movies, and the sequel series is terrible. Just read the manga.
Read the manga. Maybe watch the Memorial Edition of the Golden Age arc film trilogy.
Okay.
Which, by the way, the English dub by NYEV Post for the Golden Age arc adaptations is really good. Now, what could be in there? I'm starving here.
I saw somebody once say that this spoiled something that happens later on in this film, and I just turned my head and I was like, do you not understand the concept of foreshadowing?
Quite literally.
Aw.
That's nice of her.
Oh. I shipped them when I was a kid.
Yeah, but then... Nah.
Yeah. But I forget. Yeah, I know. I was a kid. I didn't know she was younger than him.
Fair.
Remind me again how old she is.
Yeah,
how old is Eowyn? Because I know she was very much smitten with Aragorn, who was in his 80s.
24.
Oh, okay.
So she is a consenting adult.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. The classic women cannot fight. And a hobbit cannot fight.
So Merry is 36 and Pippin is 28. They do not appear to be 8 years apart, but you know, hobbits.
Hobbits different. He said we were going to go to third base if we ever saw each other again.
Well, that's what a fucking lie.
Knock on my tent next time. Sorry, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your figures again. Good. Lord Elrond. I also came to castrate your balls for daring to go out with my daughter.
You know that you won't get any heirs if you do that.
Oh.
And in the book, he sent his sons to do this, but in the context of the film, I believe this is a more powerful moment.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It's basically also him giving Aragorn his blessing.
Yes.
Yep.
So in terms of the overall the overall context of the story and not having billions of fucking characters, which is something that a lot of stories need to keep in mind, that if you don't have enough character traits to go around and screen time to go around, maybe ought not to have a shitload of characters in your fucking movie or TV show.
Yeah. This is why when I have written some of my DC material, I tend to keep in the team. I tend to keep these types of stories, you know, isolated from each other unless there's like a big crossover event.
Yeah, there it is.
One of the coolest fucking swords in all of cinema.
Yep.
Right up there with Excalibur. Oh.
And then there's the Master Sword, the Dragon Slayer, or Zangetsu.
Look at that.
Oh, and the Buster Sword.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just say this sword can summon the dead? Yes. Why? Why didn't my ancestor do that? Oh,
Because it was broken.
Because he, let's be honest, he didn't know how to use it.
Alex, I posted an image of Guts' swords from throughout the series. These are rather the swords he's wielded. Let me know which one of those looks the most aesthetically pleasing. It's in live stream commentary text chat.
I think the one from the first duel with Griffith. Although
Really?
the Gatto's second replacement sword has the most practical design.
I like the first replacement and the Dragon Slayer.
First
the most.
replacement's good, but it's got too chunky of a guard. It'd be unwieldy to wield. Well, I say it'd be unwieldy to wield. If you were to scale with it, it would be uncomfortable to wield. For Guts, I have a feeling it wouldn't be a problem, because it wasn't. Second duel with Griffith is a really good one as well. But just in terms of like a big fuck off sword, first duel, second replacement, then second duel, Sword of Thorns, I would not want to get anywhere near. Pepper Slayer is probably the closest to one that I'd actually be able to wield in real life without making scale modifications. Dragon Slayer is just absurd, but it's
literally, as they
It's a
say,
cool kind of
a
absurd.
giant hunk of metal.
Yeah, it's essentially a 6.5 foot long 400-pound iron slab that's turned into a sword.
Hmm.
Oh,
If you want to
goody,
call it
black.
that monstrosity of sword, sure.
More like a heap of raw iron.
Which, by the way, fun fact, that is not actually the tallest sword that has ever been made. The
In real
tallest
life,
sword that's ever been made is 7 feet tall, all but weighs only 12 pounds. Which, by the way,
14 pounds.
the variation
now
of
I'm capable
prop
of wielding a
variation of
12-pound sword, but I am not going to. I don't think I'd be capable of wielding what'd you say, an 8-foot long sword?
6.5 foot long,
Oh, 6.5.
400-pound sword.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can. In terms of sheer weight, I thought you said 12 pound, and it was like 12
no,
pound,
that's
8 foot.
That's a that was the sword that's the longest recorded sword in history.
Oh, okay, yeah, 12.
It's a 7 foot long sword.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where if you know how to use that sword, you don't need armor. Because nobody's going to be able to get close enough to you to actually hit you.
And meanwhile, Guts is 6'8" and holds the Dragon Slayer even without the prosthetic hand. Which, by the way, the prosthetic hand has a magnet in it that allows for an easier time wielding Dragon Slayer.
Kind of like
The Captain America situation.
Yeah, I was going to say, the retrieval magnets from Captain America.
Well, it's not really a retrieval magnet; it's just a magnet to help with gripping it.
Well, yeah, but like they had the magnet system. God. I just remembered that Civil War removed the magnets, and they didn't even include the reason in the Civil War comic for why he did that.
Yeah.
One minor example of Civil War the comic doing something better than the movie. Doing something good, period, we'll say.
By the way, Alex, the Sword of Thorns is Skull Knight's sword.
Yeah, that... If you don't have skin...
Guts had skin. He still wielded it like a champ.
True.
With one hand. By the way, that second replacement broke Oak almost immediately during the fight he got into with it.
Ah, damn.
I find it odd how the word gray is spelled differently depending on which dialect of English you're speaking.
Yes.
American English, it's Gray. In England, in United Kingdom English, it's Grey. Which is kind of odd given the fact that we have Jean Grey and Greymon, who are whose Grey part of their names is spelled with the United Kingdom way.
Remind me again why I agreed to come here.
Because we're practically inseparable. Gimli, we love you.
Oh, well, fuck off then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Little do they know that a woman is among them. Meanwhile,
Those are some big fucking drums. And yet I'm sure if if you put them in front of Lars Ulrich, he'd still find a way to play them wrong.
you know, the funny thing is that and Warner Brothers is here goes to adapt and one of J.R.R. Tolkien's, magnum opus, as well as its prequel. Well, and then and meanwhile, Disney would go on to adapt the first two of C.S. Lewis's magnum opus.
Yes.
Though the funny thing is that C.S. Lewis and Tolkien were besties.
Yeah. Although
And
Tolkien fucking hated how the way that Lewis used allegory in his stories is just like this is stupid. This is really stupid.
yeah, that would probably be the only stipulation in their friendship. It's like, we're buddies, but I'm not exactly fond of the way you use this.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is that you want to know why they why there's that random lamppost in the middle of that snowy forest in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. In universe, yes, this is explained in The Magician's Nephew, caused by Jadis. I wish I was joking. So that means look down for the audience's benefit. Aragorn, I look down!
Don't look back, Gimli. I look back. Forgot if you have seen Monster House.
I've seen it. I watched it a very long time ago.
We must put that on our Halloween list.
Sure.
Which movie?
Monster House.
Monster House.
Oh, that film. That's certainly something.
Now, this
Yes.
this film is famously one of the few films to have had footage shot for it after it won the Oscar.
Yeah.
From this sequence, actually. I can't remember which shot specifically, but it was something that Peter Jackson just couldn't get done in time and went back to do for this.
Nice.
Haunted Mansion, eat your heart out.
Yep.
So,
Either version.
So the reason why there's a lamppost in that snowy area in Narnia at the beginning of, or near the beginning of Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is because C.S. Lewis was kind of took a self-imposed challenge to just throw in a modern day thing into a medieval fantasy setting without any context as to why that was there.
Yeah, I remember thinking, that's odd.
It's an intentional choice.
Oh yeah,
by him.
Obviously it's intentionally odd. It wouldn't.
Legolas.
Legolas.
Legolas, what
What
did you
were
think?
you thinking?
How about that? Oh. Oh. Damn. This is
Fucking grabs a ghost by the throat and threatens him with a sword. It's like, oh!
You want to know something interesting that I would end up potentially doing with this scene, Alex?
Huh?
So, let's say that after that, if Griffith were put in the scene with our group as well as some of the others, he would be confronted by the dead of the Band of the Hawk.
Hmm. Up, his lips were still moving after he stopped talking in the wide shot. That's the first time I've noticed that.
Yeah. Tends to happen.
Just goes to show, not everybody's perfect, not even Lord of the Rings. But this,
Yeah.
this is the kind of, this shot right here with the skulls. That was what Jackson shot afterwards. So, but when people say, not every movie's perfect, everything has its flaws, this is the kind of thing they're talking about. We're not talking about a million, billion, trillion fucking flaws. You know? We're not talking...
Yeah, we're talking about minor things.
Yeah, we're talking about like a minor editing error. We're not talking about how every single scene doesn't connect. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Sir, the skull throne's falling apart. Did you get the skull super glue? I was supposed to get skull super glue. Of course you were supposed to get skull super glue. How else is the skull throne gonna go together? I thought we were going to use skull nails. You fool, we ran out of skull nails last week.
Oh, that riff was certainly something.
I didn't plan that. I was just saying
Yeah,
things, you know?
Yeah, that's one of the best parts of these kinds of things. I don't plan half the shit I say. You should know that by now.
Eh.
that.
Like, okay, we'll help you. Hey, he's not shot in any vital areas. Good thing they fight as bad as they aim. They missed all of his vital organs.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Now, this is the orc that Peter Jackson specifically modeled after Harvey Weinstein.
There was actually... Weinstein did unfortunately have some influence into how parts of Kill Bill was done, on which included the scene of Uma Thurman and being shot on inside of her car.
Well, Weinstein also wanted to cut these films down to 2. Yeah, Miramax wanted to cut this down on the 2 films, and he tried to get, Quentin Tarantino to remove the torture scene. From Pulp Fiction. It might not have been Pulp Fiction. It might have been Reservoir Dogs. I think it was Reservoir Dogs. Either way. God fucking damn it! Somebody
My
kill
son is
him.
dead. My son is dead to me.
No, I'm not. I'm still alive. No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a minute.
It literally is that scene.
I know.
Motherfucker, you chose not to light.
Look, to be or not to be, that is the question.
No. I believe Eve the Boogeyman said wedgie or no wedgie. You've not seen Billy and Mandy, have you?
Been a very long time.
Let's just say that
Wait.
Grim doesn't.
Here
Let's just say that Grim doesn't like the Boogeyman.
Wait, here it comes.
What?
Here it comes. Fuck you, you son of a
Shut
bitch.
the fuck up.
Thank you, son.
So, the White Wizard is telling us to return to our post. We better listen to him. The steward has lost his fucking mind. Hey, look at that. The trebuchets are inside the walls, Game of Thrones Season 8.
Thank you, Frank Welker.
Hey, they're
Here's
using the
some of
debris
that
from the city.
building you knocked off. Now, if you don't mind, we'd appreciate it if you'd bring that back. That's the good thing about an amassed enemy army. All you have to do is just fling things in their general direction. And you'll hit something.
Oh, here come the Nazgul.
Why didn't the Rebel Alliance just fly the X-Wings to Mordor?
Why? Why is that even a question?
I just figured there was too long of a gap of silence and I needed to say something.
Well, we're just so captivated by the battle before us.
Ugh,
Okay,
that was, whoa.
so true story. When my mom ended up watching this for the first time since it was like a first time viewing for her since she hadn't seen these movies. She ended up we were like right in the middle of this battle during the first half of it, and we'll get to when this part ends, and they bring out a fucking battering. Yeah, unless you have flame. Yeah, unless you have flaming arrows, do not aim for the siege towers.
I like that one guy getting
know.
pushed off the edge there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Good staff work from Gandalf there.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
I think Gandalf is one of the best dual wielders in fantasy.
Yep.
Yeah. Fine, you have my respect, Peregrine. Are you happy now?
You're
Very
proving
actually.
yourself useful.
I'll take being useful.
I like how there's just a giant pile of orc bodies amassing us in front of the door now. Have you tried nuclear weapons?
We don't have those.
Damn it!
What about magic? Anybody knows
Ah.
Ultima?
God damn.
Oh, let me tell you, when we got to Grand, we were building up to we were at the end of the first half of is building up to this huge ass battering ram. And, look at that!
With a
Look
Yeah.
at that!
flame inside of
Yeah.
its mouth.
Oh, fuck.
And then
And
that's it.
Holy shit, I
Yep.
didn't realize this was the end of the first half of the movie.
Exactly. That was what my mom felt.
Oh my god.
Real? God.
It's like no
really?
time.
Baffled.
It's like
I-
no time at all went by, and then it's just over. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's insane. I always forget it ends there, and I have the original intermission DVDs.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we will be back here in a couple weeks to wrap up this son of a bitch.
Yes.
And until
next-
then, we will see you tomorrow for Batman Beyond.
Yep, and next Saturday we're going to be going back to another DC animated movie to
Because-
give our Terminator series a break.
Because apparently they wanted to take a break. They wanted to intentionally delay the last two Terminator films by any means necessary.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah,
Alex,
really
the sooner you
can.
get through those, the sooner you can get to good stuff again.
Look, I want to. Yeah, true. But still got the Sarah Connor Chronicles. That's good.
That's true. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, but they're also not canon.
And never. It's canon
It's-
in my heart. You know what
It's
else?
better
Isn't,
than
you
Genesis.
know what else isn't canon? Terminator.
A lot of the
Genesis
shit.
isn't canon.
a
Terminator.
lot of the shit
Dark
after
Fate
two.
isn't canon. Yeah, but you know what else isn't canon? Terminator versus RoboCop, and that was a good one too.
Oh, that was a good one.
Uh huh.
It's a
And that
comic
matters
book.
to me.
Also-
Why exactly?
It's also a really cool Super Nintendo game.
That
Anyway.
too.
Anyway,
Anyways,
we'll see you tomorrow with Batman Beyond.
Yep.
till then.